Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another shoutcast from an Ace trainer today, and they are currently using Shadow Venusaur with Bastiodon and a Alolan Marowak in the back. So yeah, let's go ahead and begin. So actually, it's a Alolan Marowak in the lead, I guess. My bad. So Alolan Marowak in the lead, so that's not a bad lead. So they're gonna switch into Bastiodon, which is basically what you have to do in that situation. It's definitely tough, right? Because you can't go into your hard counter, which is going to be Venusaur because then they'll switch out. So you really have to go into the Bastiodon. But to be fair, Bastiodon with Smackdown is still doing a lot to Politoed, and of course Politoed's not going to switch out, and they actually pick up a shield from Politoed as well. So that's nice. So maybe this could be another Earthquake, we'll have to see. Yep, looks like it is. Okay, so now you could bring in the Venusaur. Yeah, start to farm down. In comes that Alolan Ninetales. So the Alolan Ninetales actually has Charm. So this is actually a good matchup for the Venusaur. Venusaur will go for Sludge Bomb. They likely shield this. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and shield and then switch into Alolan Marowak. Beautiful. So this Alolan Marowak is going to start to get ahead on energy. And you basically don't have to shield this, because even a Psyshock is not going to do too much and should be able to farm down before another attack comes in. Yep. So Alolan Marowak does completely farm down. Beautiful. It has loaded energy. Even if the Politoed comes in, Politoed should be energy dry. And the opponent is out of shield. Talonflame's coming in. This Shadow Ball is going to do a lot. It is Shadow Ball. It might KO. No, not even close. But it did do a lot. And then they switch into a Politoed. We do see the Bone Club. Shadow Ball was the way to go because this does not KO, but that's okay. It may have just been like a quick tap without even thinking about it. It happens to me quite a bit. But anyway, Alolan Marowak is going to go ahead and go down. But now, you know what? Maybe that Bone Club was actually a good thing, because now Venusaur can farm down. It has to take this and get to a Sludge Bomb against the Talonflame. So maybe I wonder if that was their play. Because that now as I said, you can get to the Sludge Bomb and KO the Talonflame with the Venusaur. So maybe that was the play they were going for. Maybe they didn't want to KO the Politoed, they wanted to farm down. So if so, then well played. That was a great strategy, if that was the strategy. But either way, well played. It worked out. It was fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next game. But that was a really great game. Yeah, Bastiodon is on so many teams. You guys see it all the time. I see it all the time. Not necessarily just the Razor Leaf Pokemon. It's just like on like a lot of teams. But we do see a Alolan Raichu. They do switch into a Talonflame. Okay, so out comes Bastiodon. Bastiodon destroys Talonflame. Flame Charge and Brave Bird don't do much. You can't go for Brave Bird. It's double resisted. Flame Charge is neutral, so that doesn't do anything. So Bastiodon just farms down Talonflame. You absolutely love to see it. So what is going to come in? Okay, going to be a fighting type, going to be Shadow Machamp, so Flamethrower coming out, going to be doing a lot. Shouldn't be enough to KO, but we still see a shield. It would have done a lot, though. This Machamp probably looking to farm down. Yeah, they're going to be able to farm down, so it was good for the opponent. What do you bring in? Do you bring in the Venusaur or do you bring in the Marowak? I guess the Venusaur makes sense because the Venusaur had energy. So it's almost at a Frenzy Plant plus a Alolan Marowak. Takes super effective damage from Rock Slide or Payback, as we saw there. In comes Raichu, charging up enough for almost 2 Frenzy Plants. Going for the 1 Frenzy Plant. This will be enough to KO. Will we see a shield? No, we do not. So the Raichu goes down. In comes Machamp. So Machamp is going to go down to this Frenzy Plant. So it will definitely shield. We might see a switch after this. So let's see. No, just going to stay in with the Venusaur. That makes sense. So we're going to be able to get to another Frenzy Plant, but the opponent gets to a charge attack, so this Venusaur will go ahead and go for the shield and be able to go for the Frenzy Plant and take that game. So very well done. Able to win that, but that actually is a payback Machamp with Crush Chop, not Rock Slide. But again, it still would have been super effective to the Alolan Marowak anyway. So yeah, that was a great game. Very well played indeed. But okay, it looks like these battles are kind of out of order. That is okay. Just picking up the reward. So this was meant to be the last battle, I guess. But that is okay. When they're submitted individually, sometimes that could happen. But getting up to 2,300, you'll love to see it. So on the way to Veterans, so that's always nice. So let's go ahead and jump into the next game. See how the next game plays out. So it's going to be that Venusaur. Okay, so I guess they do switch up the lead and lead with Shadow Venusaur. That's why I thought they were leading with Venusaur, but I guess not every game. That's totally fine. So Venusaur will go ahead and go for this Sludge Bomb. Now this is from a Shadow, so this will do more damage. I wonder if it's enough to KO. Probably not, but it would get it super low. So Venusaur is going to go ahead and shield this one up. Going to be a Frenzy Plant. That was a nice bait on the opponent's end. Yeah, I was going to say risky, but maybe not too risky. But this Venusaur does go ahead and go for the Frenzy Plant. Now, the opponent might know this is a Frenzy Plant. No, they still shield it very nice. So Venusaur going to allow this one to go through. This one is going to be that Sludge Bomb. Does do a lot of damage, gets it very low. This Venusaur needs to land a Sludge Bomb. Oh my gosh, the opponent able to farm down with Frost Blast. They're able to snipe it just in time. That was a great play by the opponent, but this will allow Bastiodon to farm down. It could take a Shadow Ball or an Avalanche. A Shadow Ball will do a decent amount. To a Bastiodon, that's a good amount, but Bastiodon is going to be able to farm down. However, another Shadow Ball or Avalanche, if they made it to Shadow Ball, it will be Shadow Ball, will come through. No, going to be Avalanche, okay? But, I mean, you could see how much Bastiodon took from all of that, right? It's such a tanky Pokemon, and it still took a lot. But we do see a Stone Edge coming out. So this Stone Edge obviously not going to KO, not even close. But that still does okay damage. In comes the Alolan Marowak. Alolan Marowak is going to be hit with this attack. What do? You're going to let it go? Okay, let's see what it is. Going to be a Rock Slide, super effective, but Marowak can take it. So the opponent switches to catch it with their Venusaur, okay? So Shadow Ball going into the Venusaur, very nice switch. But at least that will get it low, and Marowak can farm down. Now, I think Marowak can make it to a Shadow Ball. They did get another Fire Spin in, so I think if they shield this, they can get to the Shadow Ball and take this game. So we do see a shield there, and they do get to the Shadow Ball. An overtap, but still able to get off the Shadow Ball. And this is going to be enough to KO the Deoxys and take this win. So, very well done. Able to take that game. Yeah, great games. Very well played. I mean, using this team with a lot of success. Yeah, great game. That's all I could say. So, let's go ahead and move into the next one. See how the next game plays out. So, it is going to be that Alolan Marowak into Swampert. Okay, you hate to see it. You absolutely hate to see it. What do? You have to stay in. I mean, you don't want to go into Bastiodon because the moves don't do anything. At least Shadow Ball does a lot of damage. Probably would KO. So the Marowak is going to go ahead and shield. We may see a bait from this Alolan Marowak. Probably will, honestly. No, they're going straight Shadow Ball, but another Hydro Cannon comes in. This is not good at all. This Alolan Marowak will shield this up. And they do go for Shadow Ball. I feel like the opponent shields and goes for Hydro Cannon. Yeah, they're going to be able to go for another Hydro Cannon. And the Swampert is absolutely going to town. But the Bone Club, okay, Bone Club, that's nice that he got to it. It's not going to KO, but at least you got damage off. No, getting the second shield, that's huge. So yeah, Alolan Marowak will go down and you'll lose the lead. But getting that second shield, even on shields, instead of going down, a switch and a shield, much better. In comes Bastiodon. Okay, was that a misclick? I would have brought in Venusaur and farmed down. That may have been a misclick. But let's see what attack this is. Hydro Cannon. So they likely have Sludge Wave. So, I don't know, maybe relying on Venusaur to close the endgame, hoping that there's no Flyer in the back. Gonna be a tough one. I don't know about this game. But in comes Venusaur, and Swampert does go down. And, okay, Skarmory, yeah. So that's a good game. Nice attempt, but yeah, there was really no way of winning that one, unfortunately. But that was a nice attempt. Definitely a hard lead loss, but that's okay. Okay, this is a hard lead win. So this is what you want to see. So in comes Alolan Marowak, out comes that Bastiodon. Now, Bastiodon does take double super effective damage from Bone Club, so the way to go is Bone Club if you're the Alolan Marowak, but it's such a weak move, it doesn't do, like, anything to a Bastiodon. Oh, they go for Fire Blast, that does a lot, but it doesn't KO. However, Bastiodon gonna go ahead and throw the energy now because they're afraid that they'll get to another move, the Marowak. I would have done the same. In comes Ferrothorn, so obviously Ferrothorn can't farm down. But they're going to overfarm. That will... nice counting by the opponent. I thought that was going to allow Bastiodon to get to a Flamethrower. Nope, Power Whip. Oh, it still does because that doesn't KO. Oh, so Flamethrower coming out. This will absolutely burn away the Ferrothorn. Actually, it doesn't even KO. Probably because the attack stat on Bastiodon is not good. But in comes Marowak, out comes Azumel, in comes Shadow Venusaur. 2 shields, even 2 shields. That is going to be a good game. And that will be it for this one, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.